Hello there traders and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which is Wednesday the 12th of January. So first of all, let's have a look at the FTSE. We said that the FTSE remained bullish and it had seen price take the 75.20 to 30 area overnight. However, we could potentially see a move back to 74.92 to 75.02 retested after the open, and they could use that as support for the next push higher. So let's go and see what happened today in the FTSE. Okay, so you can see the FTSE never got that pullback that we sort of said could potentially happen. So it held that 75.20 to 75.30 breakout zone at the open here. Now there isn't any sort of real textbook reversals here. There is potentially this candle here, which you could have taken as a reversal, and then when it sort of pushed up, came back and held it on as a retest. That was the catalyst for it to push higher. We then use this 75.50 to 60 area as resistance. That hasn't been up here for since COVID, basically. So it's at least 2 years since it's been trading around these levels. So we need to be a little bit patient and let price sort of dictate the areas that it wants to react from again. There were a couple of opportunities to short from this zone. Personally, again, as always, I probably wouldn't have taken these trades just because we were bullish about that 75.20 to 30 area. So I'll show you what I was looking for in terms of a pattern. You had price take out this previous swing high, which is a textbook liquidity grab. You're into the zone and you get the reversal signal there. You then have another one later on where it just takes out that high again, takes out the next high where stops would have been, and then reverses here. You see it just takes it out and then puts in the reversal signal, which is the catalyst for another move down. Now, with these ones, if you are taking those sorts of trades, you must manage them aggressively because they are against the trend. Above that 20 to 30 zone, we were bullish. We can expect higher pricing. We're overall bullish in the market. So if these are the sorts of trades that you're taking, you want to be managing them aggressively. So I wanted a bit of a deeper retracement on this. We didn't get it on the FTSE. We actually got it on the DAX, which I'll show you in a minute. But this hold here just after the open and then the hold on the retest was the signal that we were going to push higher and hold this breakout area. So now let's go and have a look at the DAX. Okay, so with the DAX, we said that it continued a recovery, so the bulls were back in control, but there was a potential for pullback to aggressive support of 15,970 to 985 and then 930 to 945, which would be good areas to look for reversals. So let's go and have a look and see what happened in the DAX today. Right, okay, as you can see, we opened up and we moved down into these 970 to 985 and the 930 to 945 areas. Now, the reason that we sort of potentially could see that was because we had yesterday's highest price and yesterday's close. So we had yesterday's highest price in this 970 to 985 area, and we had yesterday's close in this 930 to 945 area. Now, this is what's called an inventory correction, and what it happens is the market is opening and it's leaving a gap from where price had traded in the previous session. So there's a gap where orders haven't been able to be filled, and therefore it may sometimes wish to go and trade back at those levels to make sure those orders get filled, because the main function of a market is to facilitate trades. So that's why we sort of could expect to see that pull back. Now, we said we could look for reversals in that area. Now, there wasn't actually any textbook reversals to take that we traded from. As you can see, we pulled down. We traded straight through that 970 to 985 zone. We didn't quite make it down as far as the 930 to 945 zone, and there's no real textbook reversals in this area. However, using some advanced price action and a little bit of what I call trading poetry, which can only really come from experience, we did actually see a signal in this area here, and this is a trade that we took. So basically, what this communicated to me was we had created the liquidity grab that we always talk about below that zone. We never saw any acceptance below that zone, and then we got a nice strong close back above the zone. And then it held it on this small shallow retrace, and then we entered on the push higher above the above that strong close. So that's one way of that's really a little bit more advanced in terms of price action reading and understanding the market function. There was then a little bit later on there was a reversal signal from the zone up here once it had done quite a nice strong retracement, and then we sort of chopped around a little bit and we actually got a really nice reversal signal just here again. This was on the back of the US inflation numbers. Again, these ones, because the bulls had regained control overnight and holding these two bottom zones meant that we hold the bullish tone. You want to be aggressive with any of these reversals that you take, any of these sell reversals that you take. But again, notice what happens. The swing high there, it literally just takes the swing high out, takes the liquidity grab, and then puts in the reversal. Again, these things happen over and over again in the market, so they're worth keeping an eye on. You need to make sure that you're trading them responsibly. You need to make sure you're trading them in and around the zones. You need to make sure they tie in and make sense in terms of the market context as well. But they happen time and time again. So, hope you found this useful, guys. Good luck trading, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Cheers.